Hey guys, Billy Jenkins with Silver Creek Doodles. As you can tell by the title of this video, we have a Singleton puppy that is going to be coming hopefully healthy and everything in less than a week. This is Miss Emma. So let's go ahead and get into the story of the 2 ultrasounds we did and the x-ray. We took her to the vet to confirm that we only saw 1 puppy on ultrasound. So obviously, Miss Emma has been a mama for us multiple times already. First litter was 7, second litter was 4. Last litter, she had 9 puppies. And then this time we only have 1. So I've got a whole list of here because I did not do a video when we ultrasounded her just because I was wanting to make sure that we kind of knew what was going on before, you know, worrying too much. I'm not a worrier, but I like to know, I like to be ready for what's to come. So let's go ahead and talk. I'm going to be looking at my paper. Let me get Emma back up here so you can kind of look at her too while I'm talking. Come here, Emma. Emma Jane. Come on, up here, baby. So I did groom her yesterday. She doesn't look the best, but I don't like to stress them and stuff. What do you think, baby girl? You see how sweet she is? Okay, so the first video that we did here, like on this time of getting her back on video for breeding, was of her being rehomed. We did her progesterone, and then we bred her. So we already have that video, and of course I'll put it up here so you can see that if you want to go back and take a peek. And then, so her due date is June 30th. Today is June 25th. So give or take a day, too. You know, we don't know for sure. But kind of a recap back on our last video that we did. So she came here, we did, you know, try to have her flag in and all of that before she came because the stud had to come, she had to come, kind of from all these different directions. And I wanted to make sure we were pretty close. And her numbers were 9.62. So that was on April 27th. So we did breed her that day. She was still flagging. She was acting ready. So I have a whole like chart like this, a whole paperwork of all since I've had my progesterone machine. And we've had girls ovulate at that number, you know, give or take. So 9.62 is pretty dang close as long as it keeps rising. So what we did 4 days later, she jumped up to 24.35. So that, we had the L8 surge, that was on May 1st. She had her jump, still flagging, we collected, put it in. Like everything was fine. Everything looked to be okay. The actions, you know, the days, color of the blood, the numbers, everything seemed like it was gonna be fine. Now, needless to say, she was taken from her home, you know, that her family had to rehome her because they were going out of the country for a little while. And then one thing, she did go to the vet. They cleaned her ears. One ear had some gunky stuff in it because they hadn't been plucking her ears. That owner, that guardian home hadn't. So she did have some gunky. So my vet put some medicine in there and said it needed to stay for a couple weeks. Maybe that was it. You know, I don't know. I don't know the name of it right now, and we've had so much going on. I haven't been able to look into the drug. I won't do it again, but I'll put it down in the description so at least we can see what it was, because I'm going to kind of flag that to not do that on mamas that are coming close to heat cycles because it could mess with their system. I do know that eardrops and eye drops, you know, if they're antibiotics or steroids and stuff like that, it is just like taking medicine. So you can't do that, you know, while they're pregnant or, you know, when they're nursing and stuff like that, if it's not tested and known that it's safe. Anyways, so all of that is a recap from what we've already seen in the last video. So new, this is stuff we haven't talked about yet. So May 31st, that was like 4.5, almost 5 weeks from ovulation. Did the first ultrasound. So here I'm gonna kind of stop and show you, take you along. We did the whole thing of, you know, going in, videoing her, you know, videoing that all we could see was one baby. But let's go ahead and show the video first and I'll be right back. Hey, darling. Wow. How you doing? Emma Jane!
just have two.
Oh, no, we'll see. She might have more.
I think she has two.
What are you doing, girlfriend?
Okay, so as you can see, all I ever saw was one sack. Now I normally can see 3 or 4 or 5. You know, you put it right on them down at the bottom and you normally can already see sacks. Now, it might be like, I might only see 3 or 4 or 5 and there could be 8 or 9, or I'll need to look back and see when she had the 9 puppies, how many we saw on ultrasound. That's kind of how I keep up with it for that, is I can go back and watch the videos because I try to post everything so everybody can follow along. But only saw one, so I'm like, I'm not going to do a video yet. I just need to not worry about it. I knew the week after I was going to be back on that side of town to ultrasound Shay, which I already posted the video of. And so I thought they live kind of close together, so I went ahead and went by her place to an ultrasound it again. So let's go ahead and take you along and we will show that one. And it's not now a circular sac like we normally see. You can actually see like the spine and stuff. So let me go ahead and show that video.
Hey, Cash, you got me a toy. Hey, darling. What are you doing? Hey, Emma. Let's blow that song. Come here. Come here, Emma Jean. Hey, darling. What are you doing? I see you. You hopping at me? Yeah. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Come here.
Sweet girl. Is that your new mama?
Mwah.
Oh.
Sweet girl.
So that ultrasound is 6.5 weeks post ovulation. So, you know, they actually are a little harder to see too. So even for me getting in there and I'm like, well, it's not like the sac that I can see. It's actually, so it was harder to read. And my machine is a machine that will tell me they're pregnant, but I can't read. It's not like the vet's machine. It's not that good, you know, not that in depth. Let this truck go by real quick. Okay, so, you know, my machine is fine to confirm, or if, you know, we're having puppies and, you know, they stop pushing or they are pushing and I want to see if there's any more babies in there, I can throw it on them. But I wanted to make sure, so we still only saw one baby. I could still only palpate one baby. So I went ahead, as knowing her due date is June 30th. Again, today is June 25th. So give or take a few days, you know, with my progesterone machine, just like, you know, comparing to the vet, I've got one. It's not the high expensive one like the vet has, the progesterone machine, but it does its job. It does what I need within like a few days, give or take. So this is going to be the hard part too, is because we know her due date is about the 30th, but she could be a day or two late or a day early, kind of. One of our biggest worries that I see with singletons is sometimes the females do not go into labor. With one baby, like there's something, I don't know what it is in there, that might not kick them into labor. So either the longer the puppy stays in there, it can get bigger than it already is. And then another thing is, I know some people that the female went into heat, they didn't do progesterone, they didn't know, they went to go get a C-section, and the puppy didn't have a heartbeat. So the puppy ends up passing away. So that's the thing too, is I want to be prepared, I want to know. So what I did is I went ahead and scheduled an x-ray for yesterday. when we got her. So I met the guardian at the vet at our appointment, took her back, got her x-ray, and confirmed one puppy. So, you know, doing this for 13 years now, you know, with my very first girl, when I got her as a puppy 13 years ago, I've never had a singleton. You know, I've had litters of 4. I think I might have had 1 litter of 3 one time. But I've never had a singleton. But, you know, things happen. I'm hoping this puppy is healthy. We're going to see. I'm hoping we're not going to have an issue with her being a bigger mama. I don't think we are, but like I said, I'm not a worrier, but I definitely want to be prepared. Like if something was to happen, most of the time, you know, females start going into labor like 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning, and usually have puppies at nighttime. We do have some daytime deliveries, but we just got to make sure that we are prepared. You know, if that happens and she's pushing and it might be too big, or, you know, something's not going on that's gonna go smoothly. You know, my vet that I've had 2 C-sections done before, and I have to go up the mountain to Hendersonville, which is like 35 minutes, 40 minutes maybe-ish, you know, from here. So pray that everything goes good, pray that everything is fine. I'm sorry I didn't keep up with the videos of her with the ultrasounds. I just kind of didn't know what to do yet, and even though, you know, gestation for puppies and this pregnancy is only 9 weeks, it's, you know, it's such a short time, but I thought too, let's just get to the end of this and know what's going on before I talk about it, because I don't know. I just want to make sure that we got things under control. What else? Okay, so her due date again is in less than a week. Hoping everybody, you know, mama and baby are healthy, and hoping no C-section. But, you know, the main concern, and with my guardians and stuff, and we always worry, you know, that something could happen, never has, knock on wood, you know, that, you know, something can happen to mama. But I'm here all the time, especially when it's close to delivery time. I am here. If I knew she was in distress, I don't wait it out, you know, we go. So, you know, I don't really have a big worry if something happened to mama, but they are our main concern. You know, our main concern is, our concern is the puppy too, but mama definitely comes first. And then of course we'll deal with the puppies after. You know, I don't know. So we love our babies. We love who brings our babies into this world. Hey, Emma Jean. Emma. She is, but her laziness, and this is the thing too, like, you know, we thought, well, was it the medicine that did it? Was it that she got rehomed? She is not a stressful dog at all. This is her, like when I took her to her new home, the first time you seen, like, she just goes and lays down. This is what she does. She's a very, very good girl. I don't know if they can see your face. I don't know if they can see your face. She's so sweet. Okay, so we'll be posting stuff. You know, if you don't follow me on Facebook, even my personal page, I will be posting this stuff on our Australian Labradoodle page too. But yeah, I'm excited. So it's like we had this little break, and then to kick off the start of puppies coming back again, it's a singleton. But I'm excited. But between the times of, you know, this happening with Emma and her babies, we've got Shay that's due next, and then Millie. We did ultrasound Millie, so I have to do that video. Josie, our Josie and Kevin litter that we've got planned. She came in heat, we bred her. She's actually getting ultrasounded this coming weekend, so I'm hoping to get the video together. I might put those in the same one. Maya and Hank were bred. You know, that's a repeat litter, so we can see that. So Maya's our Australian Labradoodle, bred to our Aussie Doodle, repeat litter, fantastic, fantastic puppies. And then we just bred Riley and Mac. So we definitely got a lot coming up. And then I do want to do a video too, because my whole family was out of town for a little over a week, and me and my husband had to take care of the farm, you know, the buffalo farm. We had to take care of, you know, the farm dogs. My sisters, 2 of the dogs stayed here. My grandma's dog stayed here, little Miss Josephia. Got her groomed up. What else? We had a lot of stuff going on. So I try to take some videos through all of that, and I want to put it together just to make a cute video of something that's not about breeding. So you can kind of see that about us too. But I am quite excited about everything that we have going on. I'm sorry it took so long to get this video on here, but we are prepared and we are ready. And say some prayers for Miss Emma that everything will be fine. And, you know, I've got faith that everything's going to happen how it's supposed to. Again, like I said, I think 2 other times, I don't stress, you know, it is what it is. We just have to make sure that we do everything we can to make it smooth. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe link. And, you know, we've got a lot of videos coming up here in the next couple days, and I'm going to try to get them done. You know, you've seen me outside. This is from my phone. I'm going to be really, really squeaky. I need to grease up on, you know, the videos in the plant room where I've got my camera set up. I have to get my computer, do the audio. You know, we might run into a little bit of issues with audio being scratchy, different stuff like that, camera lighting, but I'm excited to get back into it. So again, if you've watched this till the end, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.